So picture this, it's a beautiful morning, the school bus comes up to pick you up, you're feeling really happy. You're about to walk into your third grade classroom with Miss Smith. Well, what if I told you school is all a lie? And Miss Smith is not who she says she is. To get the story started, let's go back to 1940s. Now, this is the middle of World War II, and Russia leader Joseph Stalin has been worried about the invasion of the Americans. So Stalin believed that they were teaching their soldiers such a young age that they would practically be invisible to a normal man. Stalin had realized that he had to stop this, so he decided to bring the governor of Marine and told him to create school, a place for students to learn information. Stalin's plan was to give so much homework and dedication to school that the children wouldn't have time to train for the army, or at least as beneficially. Stalin also had put spies as in teachers. That's right, remember good old Miss Smith? Yeah, she's a sexy spy. Now, not only that, but she's also a cultist too. But we'll get to that part later. Stalin was so sure that he could stop these super soldiers from being created, he started making lunch food, the worst food. And schools made students wake up extra early to lose focus and be tired. The teachers would go to Stalin and tell him all the information about every child. Fun fact, that's where Santa got the idea of an elf on a shelf. Anyways, Stalin would make sure if any child was too fit, they would be eliminated. But unfortunately, before the war ended, Joseph Stalin died. But the problem was that his secret plan was so secret, he told nobody. So the next dictator had no clue that it even existed. The teachers would start going to Stalin's grave every single day. People on the street started calling them thieves. With their leader gone but not forgotten, they had begun looking into religions. They learned a religion that existed, that the notable monk Fredfield, let's get to the point. They could bring Stalin back. It had involved a mighty and powerful god. This god could destroy anything at his will, and his name was Tim. Tim was a god, very much like fruits, but apples out of all of them were his favorite. Teachers had started taking apples from the students, so after school they could go place them on Stalin's grave. After a while they found out that it was more beneficial to dig underneath Stalin's grave, place the apples there. The teachers had started wearing nice clothes to school just in case if the mighty Tim had showed up. Until this day, teachers go dueling on children to bring back to the villainous leader. Will he ever be alive? Is he already? Well, I can't tell you that, my friend. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and like and subscribe, or Jocelyn Stalin will be in your bed tonight. Bye bye.